I'm just popping in from editing because through the whole of this video, I don't move this arm because I have a clicker in my hand, and for some reason I didn't want you guys to see the clicker, even though I'm literally using it to film. I don't know why I was so like weird about not showing the clicker. But yeah, this arm doesn't move through the whole of the video, so I talk a lot with my hands, as you can tell. So it looks really weird, but that's why. It was because of the clicker. I don't know why I cared, but just yeah, that's an explanation. Let's just get on with the video. Hello everybody, my name is Elfie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the contemporary books on my physical TBR. I feel like there's a very specific type of contemporary novels that I enjoy reading, but I've never quite pinpointed exactly what that is. So maybe if we have a gander through all of the books on, well, some of the contemporary novels on my physical TBR, we'll kind of maybe be able to figure out what it is. Because there is definitely a trend. I'm not quite sure what the trend is. The first two books are by the same author, so I thought I'd talk about them together, but that is Emergency Contact and Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi. I have had these books since I went to Yalk in like 2018, so they've been on my TBR for such a long time and I've still not gotten to them, and I don't really have an excuse as to why I've not picked these up. I think it is just that I'm not very often, as I said, in the mood for contemporary, so it's quite rare that I pick up contemporary novels, but when I do, I tend to really enjoy them, but I have to be in the mood, and that mood is not very it doesn't occur very regularly, so that's probably the only reason I haven't picked these up yet, but they do both sound really interesting. The reason that I'm particularly interested in Permanent Record is because the female main character is a kind of pop icon, and I think it would be really good research for a novel that I'm currently writing, so I do feel like now might be the time to pick this up, but I really enjoyed that kind of aspect of it, the kind of social media pop icon aspect of this story sounds really intriguing to me. And then Emergency Contact just sounds really cute, to be honest. Their relationship develops through texting, so I think that sounds really cute, but I don't know too much about this one compared to Permanent Record, but it does sound cute and it's been on my TBR for far too long. Then one of the most recent additions to my TBR is A Faux Love Story by Lone Lee. This is a book that I've seen so many times. It's come up as an audiobook on SCRIBD quite a lot, and I found this at work the other day and just decided to pick it up because it's been on my radar for a very long time. The main characters, their families own rival restaurants. It's kind of got that Romeo and Juliet in a modern setting thing, but with restaurants, and I just think that sounds really cute. But yeah, I really like this cover as well, but I don't know too much about it other than that, but it sounds fun, so I thought I'd pick it up. So then I have another one that's been on my TBR for far too long, and that is Love Boat Taipei by Abigail Hing-wen. This, as I said, has been on my TBR for years, and I've tried to pick up a couple of times, and for whatever reason I've just got distracted and picked something else up, but I do feel like once I actually get into it, I probably will really enjoy this one. Our main character wants to be a dancer, and for those of you that don't know and don't remember when my channel was called Ballet and Books, I used to be a dancer. I used to dance. Yeah, so I think that side of it, I should really enjoy this story, but it just sounds really cute, and again, this cover is stunning. The academic side of this, obviously it's college applications and things, and she wants to get into a dance college, but her parents want her to go into sort of the science area of education, and she doesn't want to. So I think the education side of it I should really enjoy, but also the dance aspect. So there's a lot of things in here that makes me think I'd really enjoy it. So maybe it's time that I finally pick this one up. So then we have My Mechanical Romance by Alexine Farrell Fulmouth. This is Olivia Blake writing contemporary novels, and I've heard a lot of good things about this one. It's very short as well, like it's not a long contemporary at all. They build robots, and that sounds so cool. But yeah, there's another academic sort of school setting, rivals to lovers, I'm guessing. So there's a lot of things in here that sounds fun, and I think it's time that I finally give this one a go. So then I have a Sapphic Romance that I've seen so many people talking about, and that's the Falling in Love montage. I don't know too much about this one other than it's meant to kind of turn a lot of tropes on its head. It's what I've had a few people say, but yeah. So I believe the main character, Saoirse, is trying to get over her ex, but she's also dealing with a lot of family issues, and she meets another character, Ruby, and stuff happens. I don't know, but it sounds fun. Sounds intriguing, and it's a Sapphic Romance, so I had to pick it up. Then I have another Sapphic Romance, and one that I have had since I went to Yalk last year, and that is If You Still Recognise Me by Cynthia So. This one I think deals possibly with like long distance relationships. I'm not entirely sure. That's kind of the vibe that we're getting off the back, but it is a coming of age story. It's a Sapphic romance, and there might be a love triangle, just judging by the back. But as you can probably tell, I don't know too much about this one. When I saw it at Yalk, I thought it looked really interesting, so I picked it up, but I, again, don't read contemporary very often, but this one has been on my radar for a while now, so I feel like it would be a nice one to pick up. Then I have one of the more unique books on this list, and that's The Songs You've Never Heard by Becky Jerams and Ellie Wyatt. This book comes with its own album. So I know some books have playlists in, and that's kind of like a new thing that people like to do, is include playlists for their books, but they actually wrote an album that goes with the book. So I just think that's so cool. I've had this one since Yalk as well. I've been meaning to read it for ages, but I think this one will be really interesting just because of that musical aspect. And it's just such a unique concept. So I don't know too much about what is actually going on in the, the plot of the book. I just know that it has an album with it, and that's just really, really cool. So yeah, very unique concept in terms of the format and the fact that the songs are kind of included within the story and you can physically listen to them while you're reading, or like, alongside reading it. I've not really seen a lot of people talking about this book, so I'll be interested to see what it is like. So then we have a book that was so popular when it came out and I've still not read it, and that's Blackout by various authors. There's 6 different authors I think in this book, and they also did Whiteout, which is kind of like a Christmassy version of this one. And I did read Whiteout at Christmas time last year and I did enjoy it, so I'm interested to see what the kind of Blackout power cut romance kind of contemporary is going on. I'm guessing there's lots of different relationships in this like there was in Whiteout, but it's set during a blackout, so very interesting concept, and I've heard a lot of good things about this one as well. Then we have an arc that I was sent last year that I'm embarrassed to say I have not yet got round to, and that's the 7% of Road Devereux, and this is about a girl who creates an app that goes viral, and there's a slow burn romance in it, and it's fake dating. So there's a lot of things in here that sound really cool, and I love the fake dating trope. There's not a lot of tropes that I do like, but the fake dating trope is one of them. And I have actually seen a few people talking about this one, so I'm hoping that I will really enjoy it. But yeah, this one been on my radar for quite a while. As I said, I requested an arc, was sent an arc, and I've not read it yet because uni and life and working over Christmas. I got sent this around Christmas and my work schedule at Christmas was insane. So yeah, there is a reason I didn't get around to it, but I would like to get around to it at some point soon. Then I have another arc which I was sent around Christmas again and haven't yet got around to, but that's Acting the Part by Z.R. Elor, and this is a book that follows actors. So the main character, Lily, is an actor, and when she finds out that the love interest in the show that she's on is going to be killed off, she kind of orchestrates this fake dating situation with the actress that plays that character to try and convince people to, petition to keep that character in the show. And there's so many tropes in this, like there's fake dating, mistaken identities, there's a lot going on, and there's supposed to be some really incredible rep in here, so I'm very excited about this story. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. It sounds super fun and entertaining, and I think it's going to be really fun. So those are all the books I'm going to talk about today. If you guys have any recommendations for books based on this, or if you've managed to figure out what my preferred type of contemporary fiction is through this TBR, please let me know, because I still have not figured it out. But if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments, and if there are any of these books that you've read and loved and you think I should get to first, also let me know in the comments. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to see future videos from me, and you will see me in the next one. Bye guys!